Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble. It's Minecraft Monday, and here we go with the titles. Oh, well, it's really nice to be back. First of all, I've got to start off with an apology because I should have been making these videos for the last 3 weeks. I haven't been making them for the last 3 weeks, unfortunately. Sometimes things catch up with me, and this particular juncture work had. And work's important. I run my own business. It means that sometimes I'm working 20-hour days. Doesn't often happen, but I can easily be working from sort of 6 in the morning to 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. So some of you might have seen me streaming last week. That was the first time I've really had a chance to kind of get out of myself and do something which wasn't completely work related, other than sort of normal get-togethers. We do D&D every Wednesday with Joe, and we've finally been able to record some more Stephen and Joe shows, so those are going to start on Wednesday again. Thank you very much for your patience in this. It's always a difficult thing to do, trying to get that work-life balance. I've not got a bad life, to be honest, and it's really great to be able to share these little bits with you. So it's something I really want to do and really want to keep going at, and I need your help to do that. Anyway, today is Monday. It's Minecraft Monday. Now, if you join us after 7 o'clock tonight, over on, I've got a new channel, and I should have put the details in the thing about where it is, but it's on Twitch. So it's twitch.tv/MR_Stephen with a PH, and 7 till 8, 7 till 9, I think we're going to be streaming some Castle Crashers tonight. I hope. If all goes well. We've done it for the last couple of weeks. It's been great. It's been fantastic fun, and hopefully we'll do a bit more tonight. But until then, it's Minecraft Monday, and so let's do a little bit of Minecrafting. Let's just flip over to the game now and go back into the game. You'll probably be able to hear there's some there's a skeleton outside. There's a spider around somewhere. I can't see them anywhere. They're not inside. They're not going to affect what I'm doing today. So we are back in the hotel, and as you can see, I've actually started to do out one of these rooms, and you can, oh, there it is. Look, there's the little spider, but it can't get in, so we're perfectly fine. As you can see from this, we're in fact, let me show you where we are. I'll break those 2 bits of glass and do that again, and fly off the edge of the building. No, fly off, not jump off. Sometimes my spacebar doesn't work as well as it should. So you'll see we're on the next level down. We've got some rooms down back here. They all look quite nice, and I've done the outside of all of this, so I'll show you that in just a second inside. And we've got a room we still haven't done yet, and it's still missing the outside of. So essentially what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be making the second room, which is easy to do. Now, for everybody who, you know, if you came into this and you couldn't break any of the blocks, what you'd want to do is go down to the second level, sorry, the 5th level of the building, which is the second from the top down. And you do that by entering the elevator, clicking on button number 5, and then when we go out of the lobby, no, when we step on the right things, we'll find ourselves in this little room. And all I've done here is I've taken the space that we had, I've given it an awful lot of carpet, I've given us some red carpet around to the different rooms, I've added a little thing over the top of the door, and that's it. Now, here's a little tip if you're going to do Minecraft, something like this in Minecraft where you've got a lot of repeated work, but you can't use World Edit. Perhaps maybe you're on a server that doesn't have it, maybe you're just not a high enough member of the server to be allowed to use it. So this is what you do. You get something like an iPad, like I've got here, and you take screenshots, I know you can see this there, of the different rooms and things that you were doing, and so that's what I've done, and I'm going to use these in order to get us somewhere further else. Somewhere else. Right. Oh, you can tell I've been away for a week, can't you? Well, it's been a month, hasn't it? So, right, first thing I'm going to do is we're going to get some carpet. We're going to get some of this grey carpet here, because actually, for the bathroom, that looked quite good. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff for the moment. We'll keep the quartz. We don't need the slabs just yet, or just in case. Because we will need stuff like that. We're also going to grab... Let me just take a look at the bathroom. No, that'll do for now. And we're just going to get some of the green carpet as well, because the green carpet on the floor actually looked pretty good to me. And we're going to just mark some stuff out. So first of all, we want to come in 3 here. I know I've done that 4. I know I've done that 4. We don't want to be there, but we do want to be there. And then here. And this is the boring bit. And something else I found on boring bits, you can do boring bits like this, and it doesn't take nearly as long. Or it's not nearly as boring. I think that's the... Come on, you can go on top of that. You know you can. There you go. So, yeah, I'm streaming now, apparently. It wasn't something that I kind of intended to do. In fact, streaming's always been something that I thought I'd like to do, but I could never really find a decent time for. And yet I've been doing those little streams with Simmer when he was doing the Discworld series, and I thought they were really fun, so I just kind of wanted to keep going with something like that. And when Aravel said she was doing Castle Crashers, I said, hey, look, I've got a copy of that game as well, and I'd love to join you, so I am, and it's brilliant. I mean, it's really, really fun. I'd love it if people from who just watched this and didn't do anything else could actually come and join us on that, because they're great people, and they deserve your support, and yeah, to sort of expand that. So, lots of fun things happening with gaming for me at the moment. Joe and I have finished Portal. You'll see that in the next few episodes. You'll see us actually doing the last sort of levels of Portal and figuring out how all that works. But it does mean I'm kind of left without anything to play, so I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought, one of the games I'd like to play with Joe is The Division, and so we're going to be doing that. So yeah, we're going to be doing some PS4 streaming on this PS4 videos on this channel as well, so that'll be really cool. Now, as you can see here, what I'm doing is just as quickly as possible, whilst mentioning things to you, is just drawing the carpet on. It's not a proper thing. You don't draw carpet on, I know. But placing the carpet down, these sound effects are appalling. In fact, I'm sorry if it's really loud on the video. I can't really monitor that, but I'm going to turn this all the way down because, to me, that's just a bit too loud. Now, you might be noticing that I'm mostly ignoring these lamps and then coming back to them, because it's easier to do that than to do anything else. I'm going to leave that row because that's going to have a wall in. In fact, there's other bits of rows I'm going to have to take out, but never mind. There's a zombie out there as well. They all want to come in. It's a popular hotel. That's all I'm saying. And I think this kind of illustrates the fact that sometimes you can do stuff in Minecraft and you can go, actually that'd be quite interesting and fun, and yeah, that'd be great, and people might want to actually watch this. It's so damn boring that you need other stuff going on over the top at the same time. So it's been a busy month, really. We've had all sorts of things happen. We've had... See, now I'm trying to think. There's not actually that much stuff. Lots of games have come out. Doom's just come out, and I was never that excited about Doom. I didn't think it would be a great game. I didn't have any real thoughts one way or another, really, I suppose. But I always thought it wasn't a game for me, put it that way. First-person shooters, never kind of my thing. But so many people have said how good it is, and so many people have said how kind of fun it is that I might pick up a copy. But £50, I think it is, £49 perhaps, £40 possibly, depends where you get it from. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon, and I suppose that's something that I'd want to say to developers. Look, there are plenty of people out there who would buy your games, and I know there's a load of people out there who are buying them for the full price at the moment, but there's still tons and tons and tons of people who can't afford a game every week, or especially at the prices that you're charging. It's a lot of money, especially when you're factoring in the new downloadable content and stuff. So perhaps take a look at Mojang and what they've done on Minecraft. I'm just, I've bought the game once, but I've had endless fun with it, and it's when I say endless fun, I mean when it ended I didn't really notice. No, but I've had an awful lot of fun with Minecraft, and I continue to do so. And updates are free, and they don't do a lot in each update. They don't have to do a lot in each update because I suppose because you're building us in many respects. Okay, so what I've done there is I've just blocked off that room, but I've put carpet down in that room as well, and I can see from my drawing that actually 2 blocks in I've left space for a door, so there we go. There's our door. We will have doors and doorways and things to put in that in a moment. But what I wanted to do first was build the actual thing. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be there. And I do have to check that. But I've just realised I haven't put that anywhere else. So yeah, I think that's right. And then across here we're going to be taking up all this carpet we've just put down. And you'll notice that actually one of the things I'm doing here is blocking off some of the light that I've added into the thing, but that's all right because we're going to be putting more light in there as well. So now let's build these up. I know some people do this and they do the build section really quickly. I want you to know how tedious this stuff is to build sometimes. Let's just get another one there. And another one there. And this may be a slightly longer video than normal because I'm actually doing something. As opposed to normal when I'm only kind of half doing something. Okay. And sometimes I need to sort of look at what I'm doing. It doesn't happen very often, but when I do, when it does, it's important. Because I can't do this very well. Because first-person shooters, not really my thing. Okay, so we're going to exit this thing there. Do that. Go back to our designs, the other room, and I'll notice that 3 squares in I've got a door, so there's 3, and then I've got a door there. There we go. And I didn't do one for the other side, but I noticed for the other room there's sort of 2 squares here, and then there's a door. So we're going to go with that and hope for the best. So far we've put our floor down. We've got lots of zombies and things outside. That's always fun. We've got right. So yes, the next thing, pillars. We're gonna do this door next, which means taking that block up, putting 3 blocks up. That's right. Taking that up. Another 3 blocks. Get our quartz stones and our chiseled block right in the middle, and that's our doorway done. Really nice and simple, but actually I think it gives quite a nice little effect in there, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We will now go for the bathroom, I think, because the bathroom shouldn't take too long to do. Now, I've got several features in this bathroom that I'll be showing you. The first one is we're going to have to build out this wall. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to get some glowstone. Here we go. For some of this, I'm going to get also a bucket of water. We can get rid of the carpet because we've got as much carpet as we need. And I'm going to get a banner. And the banners are going to be really useful because they're going to serve as towel racks as well as several other things too. We are going to get cauldrons. Again. Cauldron. I mean, if I could. How it. They are in here, aren't they? Okay, I don't know where these things are. So cauldron, there we go. And we're also going to get a trapdoor. As you said, don't open that trapdoor. So that's everything we're going to need, I hope. Oh yes, the other thing is a button. And we're going to use that colour button. But first of all, let's start building with the quartz blocks. I'm going to build this out too. I just realised I can't see that properly. And then that one we're going to take out, and that one we're going to take out, and we're going to put glowstone in there, and it's going to help illuminate the bathroom. So now we've got light coming up from the floor, and we've also got light coming down from the ceiling as well, and that is going to be important because as well as that, we're going to have lights in up here and up here, and it makes the thing. I've done that in completely the wrong way. Sorry, what I should have done was 2 across here. I was wondering why that didn't look right. But, you know, trust the process and then things happen. That one? Okay. Now we're going to have to build the actual bath itself. And I realised I didn't take a picture of the bath. And that might be a problem for any normal person. But, you know, I'm not a normal person. So we're going to take up the carpets here. We're going to have two. That's right. Yep, that's right. We need our stairs. Oh, before we do our stairs, let's get rid of the button first. Because I know where the button's going to have to go. If you go over to the door, the button goes here. You'll see why later. And what else do we need? We need that one and that one gone. We're going to get some quartz stairs here now. And we're going to use that to make the surround of the bath. We're going to fill in the block that we had there as well, and that's really important because all of a sudden we're going to have a lot of water coming in here. And as a kind of courtesy thing, we are going to have a shower curtain thing there running all the way up to the top there. Now we've got to put water in our bath. That's not an easy thing to do. Oh look, wait, yes it is. Go, nearly there. There we go. Perfect. So now we've got a bath with a shower in it. That's great. We will do. Okay. We also want somewhere where people can kind of sit, and this is why we're putting. Oops. This is why we're putting more light in at the top, because actually you discover. I just realised I haven't done it out there, but you'll discover that we're using a lot of this space for stuff, and whilst that's a lot of fun, it does mean that there's not a lot of light in there, and you need enough light so that you don't get a lot of people in it. A lot of things. So there we've just made a kind of a wash hand basin with a nice simple top, so you do things like brushing your teeth, and you've got something to put your toothbrush. We're going to take out this bit of carpet here, again, cauldron in there, and a little trapdoor, which you can actually open and close using that button there. Although that doesn't work very well. And that's nearly it. We're very nearly finished there. And the only other thing is towel rails. So what I'd like to do here is to use these banners for sort of towel rails. And there's our bathroom. You see, really lovely, lovely bathroom. The final thing to do is to find a door. And if I open up doors, that's not the easiest thing to do in here. But I think it's... no, actually, it might not have been that one. I think it was the jungle door that we were using, and I can find out pretty soon. Yeah, it was. We'll put a jungle door in there, and then all of a sudden, we have got a nice bathroom all finished like that. Now, for the bedrooms, similar sort of thing. But we're building up. You know what I'm trying to do is to not have too many. You see, again, same problem that we had before. Is to not have too many differences in these rooms. But at the same time, I want sort of nice, diverse rooms for us to be able to. Stop pressing the wrong buttons. To be able to rent out to the wonderful people who are going to become guests in our guest house. So, right. Oh, yes, I haven't built a... That's the problem. I haven't built a thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the rooms are 5 big as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 6th one, we're going to take that up and we're going to build a wall between the two. That should goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a good idea. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's definitely right. That's the other room. 1, 2, 3. That makes sense. 5. I've done this wrong. I've done this whole thing wrong. Or maybe I haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a problem. This is a problem I didn't think I would get. Okay, right. We're going to... Executive decision here. Because everything else is exactly the same. Everything else should be right. So I'm just going to take up 1 square from here, and we will sort that out when it comes. So what we're going to do first is we're going to build the small room, which is 5 by 4. And again, we're going to follow the instructions that we have here. It's really simple. It's a single bed room, so actually we've got plenty of room to do stuff. We're going to take the carpet up from around here. And we are going to give it to somebody else. That's going to be covered anyway, so let's not worry about that. Okay, right, so in here we're going to have a bed, and we're going to have some chests. And they're normal chests, they're nothing strange. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. We want our glass blocks, and we're having the grey glass blocks here. We want some stairs, and we're using the oak wood stairs here. We want a picture frame. Or is it painting? We do want some paintings, but that's item frame there. That's what I was after. And we want some wood. And if I have a look at wood in here, that's the word. Try that again. That's the wood that we were using. Right. Okay. So there is a. We're going to do the chest first because that's actually going to help us position everything in the room. There is a single chest there and a single chest there. And then we're going to take this out and we're going to put the bed in. So that's the bulk of the room done already. Now, there is a window, which I think that's right. And then underneath the window there is this and this. Now, in the one that I did on the other side, there is actually 3 of these blocks, but if I do that, it's going to leave a lot less space on the window, and because we can only do 2 things wide here, because I've messed something up and I don't know what it is, then we're going to do that instead because that looks like a much better idea. But the other way, we have some room that we can do some of this stuff with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. So there, space, chair. Item frame. This was a double chair, so we've got a double chair there. Okay, so small room. We haven't got much space in there. Actually, I'm going to make this a single frame because I want it to balance out the room a little bit more. But there are chairs. There's everything. Okay, that's it. Other than paintings, so we can have some paintings on the wall. We want something that's going to be really nice, and another one there perhaps. Okay, fantastic. And then finally let's take this out so there's actually a long tall window there instead of a short tall window, and that's the one room done. Really nice and simple. One more room to go, and it's the same sort of thing over in this room. We have got let's start over the other side. This time we're going to take all of this up so that you can see what I'm doing. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I don't know how they fit this in, because no, I do. I know what I've done wrong in both of these rooms. I've made them too narrow. This is a smaller thing, because this whole wall should be 8 by 1. That's why I've been having problems. Okay, so this is nothing. This isn't a problem. We can handle this. First of all, we're going to take all of this away. Yeah, look, I mean, it's all of this time that I've spent doing all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore. What I don't know where I've gone. Oh, I could do. Oh, I need quartz now, don't I? What I don't know where I've gone wrong with is the length, because that's just not working the way that I was expecting it to. But all of this stuff can come out. That's all good. There we go. Because yeah, I was for some reason thinking that it was 5 and then nothing, but it's not. It's there. So this all needs to come up as well, because we can do another round of that. Another one of them. Oh, you know, they say building Minecraft is easy. It's a full-time job, I can tell you. And it also goes to show that even with patterns and even with plans, things can go terribly wrong. It's much easier if you plan everything out beforehand, well beforehand. Okay, nearly there. Alright, so that's going to be better. That's going to be a better thing for all of us, even though I've had to take all of the doors away and now I have to come back again. Right. 1, 2, 3. There was the other one. And why I find the dimensions are odd. Obviously, I've obviously added. I've obviously got too fewer things going this way, so this is a smaller room, unfortunately. But which means that this is still a smaller room, but it does mean that we can have our staircase, our double seat like I wanted. And really, the only difference between the two is those few things. Okay, so that's great. Right, so the last thing I need to do on these, we're going to take some glowstone. Again, partly because we've had to take away some of the light, partly because the light doesn't actually get down that far. And I think we might have problems with mobs in here anyway, so we might have to do something else with the light too. We're just going to come in here and do that same thing with the light, because light is important. And we're then going to do this same thing over here. We're going to do grab these item frames, stick an item frame there, stick one there. We're going to get rid of these. No, I need... That's better. Actually, that's better. Okay, now the next one we have got, because we've got a proper sized room here. Oops, sorry. We can do our proper sized window and everything, which means that we've got space for a 3 thing here. And if I do this from the other, no, the other way, that's it. See, what I'd done is I turned this whole room around so that yeah, but actually it doesn't really make much of a difference. So let's do that this way anyway. And let's go. We want a chest over by the door. We're going to have 2 beds now, and then a chest there. Okay, again that causes a problem here, so we've got to replace this with a block of quartz, and then we've got a window over here which is 3 by whatever. And we'll stick a glass in there. And really, that's pretty much it. I mean, the final things we need to do is put our picture frames up, and I'll... Ooh, could have had a telly there. There we go. There's a nice big one. Oh dear, no, not the same thing, please. Something like that on the other side. That's great. And there we have our other room. And basically the idea of this is that people have got somewhere to sit, they've got somewhere to place their stuff, and they've got a bed, plus they can go into here. And we will be furnishing the... check this out as well. You see, they're very bare rooms, but they're bedrooms. You know, they're not meant to have all of the mod cons in, and our bathroom as well. Just have another final look at that. Now, the other thing I wanted to do before we left tonight, it was just to get some of this glowstone that we've got, and we're going to go over the corners of the room, because again, we want as much light as we can in these places, and we're already going to have to take off some of the stuff that we've got, so we want to make sure that nothing creepy and indeed crawly can come in and do creepy crawly things. So we're putting these wherever we can, and I think we're probably going to have to put one, yeah, probably around about there as well, aren't we? So somewhere like that, and it helps to illuminate the room a little bit. It gives us a little bit more of an option of where we're putting sofas. If we uncover a lamp, we can say, oh, actually that lamp singly doesn't matter, and we can put something on it instead. So there we are for this week. That is our room, and I hope you've enjoyed what we've been doing here. We will be back next week. That is my solemn promise to you, and I make it so solemnly, in fact, that I've cauterized a baby just in case. A biblical reference there that I wasn't expecting to make on today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll join us next time. I hope you'll enjoy us I hope you'll join us on the stream. The final thing I wanted to mention, I want to have some new graphics done for the Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble. I would love to know what you think the graphics should look like, because I'm all up for that. I've got Twitch ones done already. There's still a few things I want to do on the Twitch channel. That'll be lots of fun. But until then, yeah, let's work on some graphics for this site, and that'll be fun as well. So until next time, have a really great week. Wednesday night, of course, don't forget we're going to be doing more Stephen and Joe show. That's ridiculously exciting. Tonight we're going to be streaming, tomorrow and Thursday, and there's other people streaming as well, and over the weeks and months I will let you know about them and what they're doing. But until next time, please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Comment, please do comment, and please do subscribe. Those things mean all the world to us. And until then, I'll see you later.